Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. Now we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! I was muted there. Whoops. Happy gravy day, everybody. It's past the gravy episode 632, and we are all unmuted now. Everything's good to go. The boys are still remote. One last week. There's a sickness going around the Barbosa household. I don't know what's going on, but it's Alex with my good buddy Robert Barbosa Jokes, and joining us today, a very, 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 very special guest. You may remember him from guest co-host last week. It's the one and only Pat Dion. Welcome back to the pod, Pat.
First time ever podcasting from here
The
in
new
a new
Pat Dion
place.
Studios.
Yeah. I don't know if this will be my regular recording from home spot. I still haven't unpacked like 60% of my shit, which is only like 5 boxes, by the way. I'm just very lazy.
But don't you have most of your stuff still at the old place?
No, I just I have it's like one chair and some memorabilia. And by the way, also like 600 coat hangers if you guys need any coat hangers.
Coat hangers, you always need more than you think, and then you buy a bunch, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. Do you keep like the wire ones? Because I keep
I
all
have
of the
so
coat
many.
hangers.
Dude, I've got all like I donated 4 or 5 large like black lawn trash bags full of clothes. I still, if I hung up every last shirt or anything that could use a coat hanger, I'd still have extra coat hangers left over still. And I have a lot of shit still that I don't wear.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I don't know where they all came from. I never used to have this many, and then I opened a closet I hadn't been into in forever. 500 coat hangers in there.
I don't have that many coats. But I
I really
have
don't.
I have like good coat hangers, and then I have like in case I need to hang something, coat hangers.
I've got too many of both.
Yeah, you may just want to toss a couple of them or
Probably
a
should
lot
do
of them.
that.
But like
We'll
find
see.
another closet you can store a bunch in just in case, because that's always
Well,
my thing. Like that'd be the worst if I ran out of clothes hangers.
well, right now half of them are just kind of strewn across the trunk of my car. So I don't really see myself bringing them in anytime soon,
Okay,
which means I'm also probably not going to get rid of them anytime soon because out of sight, out of mind. I only open the trunk when I need it.
good point.
So we'll revisit this in 6 months and see if all of them are still in there. I bet they
I'm
will
gonna
be.
guess they will be. Yeah.
M
So
minus 150.
unless you like happen to need to hang something in your car, then boy, are you in luck.
Where do you put
I'm fucking set.
groceries?
Sometimes in the trunk, sometimes in the back seat.
On
Back
top of the
seat.
hangers.
But that's the thing. When I'm going in with the groceries, my hands are full of grocery bags. I don't have room to grab the hangers, and I'm not going back once I'm inside. I got to unload all these groceries, put them in the fridge.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I guess so.
Robert, your mic's a little low. If have you thought about like maybe hanging up the groceries and then putting
I
them
don't.
away?
I don't want like part of the reason I moved is I wanted to cut my electricity bill, and if I'm gonna be hanging groceries, I got to keep it real frosty in here, and that's just gonna skyrocket it back up again.
You could start salting everything.
But I have
But
2 racks of ribs in my fridge,
just like
or
hang them out
in
in
my
the open
freezer.
air, salt them out.
Not a bad idea. I could be the salt guy,
Your neighbors would love that.
salted meat guy. Every
That guy
time I
just
walk
has
outside,
meats.
he just pegs us with fucking jerky that he made at home.
I thought that he was like hanging wind chimes. No, it's just ribs outside.
Have you been to his place? Smells amazing.
It smells incredible. After a little bit, though, it starts to stink. Yeah, it's
No,
the
I
meat
would.
going bad.
Yeah, no meat would go better. I mean, if I had unlimited jerky, I would still run out of jerky. I love jerky.
Jerky rocks. Jerky does rock. Pre-com segment, fellas. I talked to a person this week
Thick brag.
at work, And I feel like I had a new pet peeve that I adopted this week. This man or woman in probably it was probably a 7 minute conversation I was in and out of with them. 3 to 4 times said, "Funny story. That's actually a funny story," and then proceeded to not tell a funny story. And I judged the fuck out of them. And now, like, I will never forget that that person lied to me and is not funny. I'm sure they're a very nice man or woman, but you can't tell me like, well, that's actually a funny story, and then just tell me a regular story. Like, Pat, how did you and Alex meet? Well, that's actually a funny story. We went to high school together. Oh, like that's it. Like that's not a funny story.
You got to hit him back with it.
No,
So like, when next time, like you walk by and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" You just go, "Funny story, doing okay,
it's actually
good
a funny
day."
story. Things are fine.
Funny story. I'm actually just going to the bathroom right now, so I'll talk to you later.
And I'm not saying you got to like make me laugh all the time, but like when you preface a story as saying funny story, I'm like, all right, what we got? Like I'm excited. And then for you to not deliver at all, then I'm like, first off, you lied to me, and now I'm going to always remember you as the funny story guy that's not funny.
Yeah, I mean, you have if you're going to use prefaces to your sentences, you got to be correct with them. You can't have someone walk in and be like, "Oh, how's your grandfather doing?" Unfortunately, it seems like he's going to come home on Thursday. Like that, unfortunately, did not fit with the rest of your sentence. If the funny story does not fit
Right.
either, you're just talking nonsense. Sounds like you want your grandfather to die.
Yeah, I don't know. It just, again, the person was nice. It just really threw me off, and for some reason, I got in my head about it. I was like, you fucking not once, not twice, at least 3 times, and I think 4 times dropped the funny story and then didn't tell me a funny story. Not once. You lose your privileges to say funny story. You should at that point. I can't police that in any way, nor will I. But like when I see that person again, if I ever do, I will be like, that person does not have funny stories.
I mean, technically, you could just be like, "That wasn't a funny story," but then I feel like that just opens you up to, "Oh, they're harassing me at work. They're being really rude, outwardly rude to me." No, I was telling you that wasn't a funny story. Don't say that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to be a dick, and it was like the
Or
first time meeting this person, so I was like, that guy's gonna be like, Alex is an asshole.
you could just be like, "Listen here, buddy. I'm the on-air talent. I'll tell you what the funny story is."
I know the stories, and that ain't it. That ain't funny, bud. Bub.
If I took that funny story to air, I'd get fired.
You know what they do? They'd run me out of this town.
That does sound like hell, though. I'm sorry that happened to you.
It wasn't really that bad. Like it's not cool. It
You've
was
been
just
thinking about
like
it, though.
I have. I have. And the next time somebody says funny story, be like, all right, because you do kind of like, all right, where we going with this? And then I was just let down. You just led me into to nowhere. You ended Lord of the Rings first one where you just walked me to a cliff and it's like, bye, see you later, credits. Like, but what? You said funny story. I was here. I was here for it.
The kind of person that would be like, "Funny story. I actually had family in New York during 9/11." Be like, that's not, you're using it wrong,
Well,
dude.
they were all okay. So,
Like,
while everyone else was terrified, they weren't.
that story's not funny. It made my butthole fucking pucker because I thought you were about to tell me your family died.
That's the opposite of a funny story. But yeah,
Jeez.
maybe think about prefacing your stories before you do it. And now everybody in the comments on the YouTube, just go tell me a funny story and then just tell me a not funny story if you wanted to spam our YouTube comments. I get it. I know I'm setting myself up for this, but that's fine. I know
Funny
that
story. I
now.
listen to Alex on the Buzz every day. Oh,
That's a
not
cool
funny.
story. Not funny. It's a cool story though. Last thing I had was I watched a thing on Netflix. It's an hour and a half documentary, but when you watch a documentary, it's an hour and a half. You can talk so much shit about watching a documentary, even though it was like a half documentary, because most of them are like hours long. It's called Unknown Number, and it's about a mom that catfishes her own daughter. Spoiler alert, but I fucking hate this lady, and I'd like somebody else to watch this documentary and then bitch about this woman with me. So if anyone is feeling frisky and wants to watch Unknown Number on Netflix, let me know, and I will gripe with you.
I mean, you should at least. I haven't seen it. I know what the story's about though, but just to give people a taste of what it's about.
It's actually a
Uh,
funny story, Pat.
yeah,
This
funny story. This girl was getting horrendously bullied online, in high school. Turns out it was her mother.
was her mom. And the
Funny
mom
story.
signed a waiver to go on. It's actually a funny story. The mom signed a waiver to go on a documentary about her cyberbullying her kid, and then they do the reveal, spoiler alert, and she's like, "Oh yeah, it was me."
And
Oops.
like, that's the crazy thing about it is you hear that and you're like, all right, well maybe they made a whole documentary. It's nuanced. They always call everything cyberbullying. Maybe it wasn't that bad. No, she was saying
It was as
horrendous
bad
shit to
as you, yeah.
or to her daughter.
And
One of
just
the
like
worst
it's,
parents of all time.
I'm not saying that it's okay to ever bully somebody on their physical appearance. Okay, this is an anti-bullying podcast, except
Sometimes it's okay.
sometimes bullying does work, but those are only special occasions. Not okay to bully somebody because of their appearance, but when they do just like horrendous things and like their appearance is this lady's appearance, then it's like, okay, yeah, good. This is an easy target. I'm
Also,
not a good person for doing that. I'm not saying I am. I'm not claiming to be, but it's just like, lady, you shouldn't have set yourself up for this. It's not going to go great.
of like, if I had to make a list of all the people, it would be the worst to cyberbully about their appearance. I would say teenage girl, probably number one on that list of not people not to do it to.
Yep, not, well,
Pretty
not that
high up
lady.
there.
Also, your kid probably would be
Yeah.
the top of the list.
Imagine if like Elle was going to junior high and every day she looked at her phone that morning and it was a text from you just going, "You're a fucking nerd."
I would not do that. Yeah, that would be the worst.
That's what I'm
I'd
saying.
be a bad
It's the
parent.
most absurd. Funny story. I think I might actually laugh if I watch this documentary.
You kind of like in a
Just
bad
feels like
way. In a bad way.
because like I said, I've heard the story before they made the doc. Some of the things she says are so outlandish and horrible. I think it would cause me to laugh because I'd be like, "How do you even think of that?" I was a dick in junior high.
Yeah,
I don't think I could have come up with half the shit this woman said.
it was pretty wild. But if you got an hour and a half to burn anybody, you want to just get mad? Do it. Do it. All
Not gonna
right.
have a lot of hours and a half to burn for the next seven
Right, no, I'm
months.
saying like this is the final countdown. So if you want to kill an hour and a half right now before
Oh shit, yeah, maybe
football,
tonight.
yeah, yeah, one day. What you guys got for your pre-cup segment?
I just I got Robert, your thoughts on this Framber story going on with the Astros yesterday. His catcher tried to call him off and step off the mound last second. He throws the pitch anyway, gives up the grand slam yesterday. Next pitch looks pretty intentional. His catcher called for a curveball. He threw a fastball just to hit his own catcher. What the fuck is his problem?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's such a bad look for
Like,
him,
if
for the team.
for the longest time we've all known Fromber was, to put it nicely, cranky.
Yeah.
He's very emotional. He gets in his own head quickly, but quickly things are just starting to pile up and snowball. I do you think he's on the team next year at this pace? Like, unless we win the World Series and he's a key part of it, it's just every story that comes out about him. There's a little problem with this. There's a problem with that. I think he's just a fucking asshole, is what it seems like.
I don't know. I feel like he doesn't get as much of the benefit of doubt as like a Hunter Brown would. If Hunter Brown did it, people would believe Hunter Brown, right? But no one's giving Fromber the benefit of the doubt.
Well, because it's one of those things where there's been 14 little things over the years, and now there's of course, once a story like this breaks, there's always sources inside the organization that everybody has. But apparently, a lot of people are coming out and saying like, no, this has been coming for a while. Like he's been having problems for a long fucking time, and like I can't even imagine. Imagine if he played for the Yankees and he did this, Alex. It'd be the biggest story in
I'm
sports
numb,
right now.
so I wouldn't. It wouldn't
No,
affect
no,
me.
I'm not just saying how it would feel, but I'm just saying if it was on the Yankees, it would be the biggest story in sports that a catcher or pitcher intentionally hit his catcher with a fastball,
It was a pretty big
tossing him out.
story today. I saw from
Yeah,
everything.
like kinda. I mean, like it's going around. If you follow baseball, guys, it's there. I mean, this would. I don't know. It's super frustrating to see because I still do love Fromber. I always tend to like athletes that are fucking assholes. I mean, I love Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah,
just
you do.
it's so frustrating to watch when you're like this team is injured. You should be doing everything to help the team, and you're just acting like a petty little bitch. Because once again, for like the sixth start in a row, you didn't perform well. You can say like, yeah, that he
He had
didn't
the
want his
first
catcher to do
inning.
that.
That
He
was
gave
cool.
he gave up the 3 hits before that. He was getting knocked around a little bit, and you can almost see it going. If the most terrifying thing for the Astros for me is Fromber pitching on the mound and there's 2 men on base. Doesn't matter how many outs. Once that second guy gets on base, you just think, oh no, he's about to melt down. It sucks. It's
At least you
scary.
got your Red Sox.
They're doing well too. Yeah.
Anthony Roman, he's crushing it. Oh shit.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Oh shit. I
For people that
forgot.
don't know, he's out 2 to 3 weeks or 3 to 4 weeks, something like that. Fuck you.
Hey, he'll be back before the season's over.
Hey, at least you guys have Aaron Judge, who's going to win the MVP. So you'll have. Oh wait, no, he's not. He's going to lose to a fucking catcher.
You can't hurt
Fuck
me. I
you.
don't care about I don't care about baseball anymore.
I hate this. This isn't fair.
I don't care, dude. It's not even baseball season. It's football season, man. Like, like imagine talking about baseball.
You're just mad because you drafted a guy in the first round and he's a fucking backup.
No, no, I didn't.
That no had a little bit of pain behind it.
About football or not? Because I
Football.
Abdul Carter, not a backup.
Jackson Tart.
Jackson Dart, you mean quarterback of the future that we're gonna sit and let him, get his legs under him before he dominates the league? Yeah. Patrick Mahomes also did that too. Maybe you should look him up. He turned out okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He went from not caring to real defensive real fast.
I care about football. Okay? I'm back in on my Giants.
I mean, it's football season. Baseball season's over now, right?
Yankees, I'm numb to that, dude. I told you. Since when Boone's there, I know how it ends. Why get upset about it anymore? Why get upset about it? It's like it's just gonna happen. They were up 7-1. I was like, they'll probably fuck it up.
It was like 2 batters into the
up.
first inning, and he already started yelling at the umpire. I was like, oh my God, is Boone going to get tossed in the first?
I think he just doesn't want to work anymore.
Also, I think it's better for the team if he's not coaching. So him getting tossed is actually a good thing for you.
Did you see that tonight on Wednesday, as we're recording this, Jason Alexander is pitching against the Yankees after working for them, basically? That's pretty cool.
Like
Seinfeld reference to all you newbies.
They really should have like made some sort of bobblehead with him as Costanza, like doing some sort of like I saw the Yankees did one a couple weeks ago.
It was so good. Where he's sleeping under the desk.
Sleeping. Yeah, they should have just remade that with Jason Alexander.
Just put him on the plane with the Texas guys. You sons of bitches!
Make
They're
a
not going
bobblehead of
anywhere
him.
near Astros.
Make a bobblehead of him with a tiny little penis, and it just says, "I was in a pool."
That was good. It was cold.
Might not be
cold.
appropriate, but
all right. It's shrinkage. Robert, would you bring in for the Precome segment besides Framber?
Oh, I guess.
That's Pat's.
Yeah. I have a serious question. Sam's having a coughing attack. I'm not sure if you can hear in the background.
I said,
Hi, Sam.
But
Feel better, Sam.
am I white passing?
Is this because of Drewski?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay.
oh,
That
that's
makes this
perfect.
better. You could be.
I could see why people would say yes, but like, I would never see you and be like, "Oh, look, white guy."
I don't see color when I meet people, anyways. So like, I would never do that in the first place. If you told me you were white, I would not question it because it would be awkward to question it.
I honestly never would have thought you guys would have said yes. Because sorry.
You're good, dude. This is why we're doing it remote, because Robert and Sam have been sick. So that's why we're just, erring on the side of caution.
Yeah. So I'm going on a trip later this month, and it's to see Lincoln Park. They're doing and I've seen like world tour videos. They're doing like recaps of the tour, and I'm going to Vancouver, which I think is mostly like white passing people. Maybe it's like some Asians, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna make it my mission to be in one of these videos, and I think I'd be more likely to be if I wasn't white passing.
Okay, in Vancouver, you're basically gonna look like a black guy.
Yeah,
You're in Canada.
yeah. So that's kind of like my I can't be white passing because I feel like they would want diversity.
I think
They-
you
they
can
assume-
be white passing, but if you don't try and pass as white, which I don't think you ever do, like I think you could be like, yeah, no, I'm Hispanic, and like people, like no one's gonna question that. I, as a white guy, if somebody tells me their race, I'm not questioning it. I'm usually just like, not my place. Not, hey, I trust you. Like that's the way I've always looked at it. Like, hey, I'm not gonna be a problem with anybody.
It'd be a
I
lot
shouldn't
funnier.
care anyway. So if you were like, I'm white, I'm like, okay,
It'd be a
all
lot
right.
funnier if you did question everybody's race when they told you.
You sure you're not Puerto Rican?
I'm Mexican.
funny
You look
story,
more
but are you?
Spanish to me.
I
Or like the one of my favorite ones that made me think of was in when Khan first moved to Arlen in King of the Hill. They're like, Khan's Japanese, and Hank's dad's like, nope, he's Laotian. Like, oh, he knows his races. Doesn't like any of them, but he can tell them apart.
remember Chris that used to do the podcast would always talk about how he would be like, people would think he was Hispanic, and he was like, no, I'm black. My mom is white. But like, I was like, yeah, I guess I never really thought about it. But he was like, yeah, sometimes people like talk to me in Spanish. I'm like, I don't fucking know Spanish, man. I was like, black people can know Spanish.
That's funny.
You ever seen baseball? Like, that's
David
the majority of Spanish speakers, right?
Vladimir Guerrero, Vladimir
Yeah,
Guerrero Jr. List
all the
goes on.
Guerreros.
Jordan
Not
Alvarez.
Eddie.
Anybody from the Dominican Republic?
See, that's the thing though, Robert. Like, you could be white passing here in Texas where the sun is out and it's very hot and everybody's got a tan. Like, I don't stand, if I went to Vancouver, I wouldn't stand out as like, oh, look at how white that guy is. It's just
And you're big
everybody.
too, so like you could just cover up and they'd be like, oh, this guy lives here.
Yeah,
This guy looks like he lives in the north.
there's no sun and it's hot. Or I mean, and it's freezing cold all the time. I think you'll be fine in Vancouver. It's not something you have to worry about.
I
Main
was
streets.
I was worried, so I'm glad you.
Dude, I think you can get
Settlement.
there. You should try and see how ethnic you can get away with saying you are. Like start being like I'm Hispanic and then be like, I'm I can't think of the I don't want to be offensive.
Maybe hold up a sign that says like Viva Lincoln Park.
Inuit. I'm Inuit. That's big in Canada.
I believe not necessarily Inuit. You'd probably be better off going with First Nation. I think
First
you could
Nation.
pull that
You're
off.
right.
Yeah.
We don't call them Shmeshkimos. We don't call them that anymore. I learned that because the CFL. Thank you, CFL, for changing things. The Edmonton, whatever they are now, they're not the Edmonton Eskimos. They're Washington Commanders.
I saw it the other day. I don't know. It's Canadian.
Yeah,
football.
I don't have to
Who
gamble on
cares?
CFL anymore because real football starts tomorrow. So like, problem solved.
I don't think I've ever done well gambling on the CFL. I'm
I
just throwing
haven't.
money at a wall.
I don't watch it. Yeah, I don't watch it, and no. But yeah, dude, you could pass as whatever race you want, Robert.
Cool.
It's 2025.
As long as it's not white passing. In Canada, I don't want to be white passing.
What's wrong with white, dude?
I mean,
Say there's a problem with being a white guy?
there's been some issues before.
Historically, you got me there.
Who hasn't had their issues historically?
Now, let's look at it, buddy, because if you look at it, I mean, who did what first? I fucking hate that guy. I fucking hate that guy in any conversation. I tell you, hey, no. We're not escalating this. We're not escalating. Hey, we're ending that here. That's the end of this conversation. Let's not.
There's always the one guy. Well, who was selling them?
Hey,
Stop it.
it was
Stop
a
it.
joke. Robert was making a joke. We're not doing that. This is a tailgate. It's a fucking tailgate. Sit down, Jeff.
It's just the dickhead argument guy version of, well, they did it too. That doesn't make it better. And
We're just let's not act like we're defending any of this stuff, guys. Just get the fuck out of here and abandon that conversation.
Why were you drawing on the walls in crayon? Well, my sister did it. So stop.
How'd you guys end up in jail? Well, it's a funny story. Jeff actually started comparing slavery about who did it worse, and then we got in a fight. That might have been a better story than
Funny
that other
story.
guy's story about sales. No,
Found you up
it's
in
not a
jail.
funny story.
Funny story. We were discussing race, and now you're in prison for 4 years.
Race, and then one thing led to another. You know
There's
how that
some
goes.
sort of war. Don't worry about it.
All right, so that was the pre-com segment.
All right.
Good talking, boys. Good talking. All right, moving on. Let's get to the Comeback Kids there. Brought to you by the Pass Gravy YouTube channel. If you are watching us now, what's up? Everybody wave. Hey, YouTube. How's it going? Robert's back on camera now.
Hi.
Yeah, you can watch all the episodes on YouTube. We put the episodes out Wednesday nights, Thursday at about 10 a.m. Central Time is when you're going to be able to get them on YouTube. And you can watch us and hang out with us. Tell us a funny story in the comments below. And then tell us maybe a funny story or maybe not a funny story. But just go flood the comments with that and help us out. Give us, make sure you like the video that you're watching right now and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're listening to us, hit play on the YouTube version. And if you're watching us, hit play on the audio version so you can help us out. But we're youtube.com/@PassGradyPodcast. If you watch us, helps us out. If you share us with a friend, helps us out. It's kind of cool to get to I like checking the comments and seeing how people are chiming in. And sometimes it'll just have the timestamp. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about there, but I don't know what this comment means. But it's always fun to just kind of hang out with you guys. I try to reply to a couple of you guys each week. But yeah, Pass the Gravy Podcast on YouTube, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kids segment this week.
It's the comeback kid. The comeback kid of the week. The comeback kid of the week. Bitch.
All right. I feel like we should just skip to it because of our last discussion, but Whiteface is back. Whiteface is back. Robert, go click I sent you a little link. I want you to check it out and then tell us what you think. But Drewski, he's a YouTube guy, TikTok guy, influencer dude. He does the DraftKings commercials.
Makes good little comedy
And
skits.
yeah, he's a comedian guy, but he doesn't do stand up. He's more of like a skits guy.
Sketch comedy.
Sketch comedy, that's it. He did a promo at a NASCAR event and was dressed in whiteface, and he looked more white than I do.
Yeah, whoever did his makeup, it was
was
impeccable.
Great. And all of his tattoos are like American flag. One of them just said Independence Day with the flag on it. He's wearing
His shoulders look
overalls.
sunburned.
Yeah, he made it look like he had like a tank top tan line, like the redneck tan, and he's wearing a mullet, and he's just being like, "Yoo-haw, boys, let's go!" yelling, and he does some other weird shit, but
That's one way to put spitting at black people.
He's a black guy doing that to other black people. I would not have done that, but that's his thing. He's allowed to do that. The video is funny. I thought he crushed the outfit. People got mad about it, and I don't know. People are talking about it. I think it's funnier than it is offensive.
100 times.
This time,
it's not
my
offensive.
culture can be your costume.
If it
In this instance, if it's not, if it's a funny story. We dressed up like a bunch of white guys and went to a NASCAR thing. Like that is a funny story, Drewski. That would be a funny story. I'm fine with it. It's like White Girls. I was fine with White Girls.
yeah, it's funny. Don't overthink it. It's fucking funny. People go, "Well, if you can't see, this is the dumb argument where people get mad on it online because like, well, why can he do it and we can't do blackface? I don't know. One wasn't historically done purposely racist.
Why do you want to do blackface? Let me ask you that question.
It's a funny fucking video. He's making fun of NASCAR rednecks. Who gives a shit? Don't be so sensitive.
Like a
Laugh and move on
NASCAR
with your
team was
day.
in on it, so you can't be like, you're just making fun of people that enjoy NASCAR. It's like, well, they were in on it, so
I bet they had like one
They
person
thought
in
it was
PR that was just like, shit, I didn't know he was going to include the racist part of it. Damn it. But it was fun. It's fucking Drewski never misses. Every one of his videos is funny as shit.
he's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Whiteface is back though. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I didn't know if you all saw that.
I hope this becomes a recurring character. I don't know. I assume he had to be in make because he's wearing it all day and it doesn't look like it ever smears.
It didn't.
That's like Academy Award level makeup.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Robert, do you think he's white passing? How he would fare well in Vancouver?
Oh yeah, with that makeup, definitely.
He'd easily be in the Linkin Park
Mm-hmm.
video. All right. Also back this week is the NFL. Ever heard of it?
Bum, 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 bum. I don't know how much more I can do.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm
It's
a
back.
little hard right now. I'm not gonna lie after
I
that.
am too. I'm pissed at the opening game. I understand the Super Bowl fucking champions have to do it, but like it is basically the opening game equivalent of if you put like Al Qaeda against ISIS. It's it's the devil versus also the devil.
Well, think about it this
And
way.
I hope it's a tie.
Either well, it's not gonna be a tie.
I hope it's a
Either
tie.
the Eagles win and the Cowboys lose, and then haha, Cowboys, you traded away Michael Parsons, now you suck. Or the Cowboys somehow upset the Eagles and you get to laugh at the Eagles for somehow losing to this shitty ass Cowboys team with no Michael Parsons and pretty much still for the second season in a row, no running backs.
And then the Giants can go whip the shit out of the Cowboys next week, week two, and I can be like, see, we beat them. It's not hard.
And there's so many like on both teams. Either like you could definitely see AJ Brown throwing a fit for not getting the ball enough if the game isn't going well. You sure
Would
as
love
shit
that.
know George Pickens, even though it's game one, he might
Also would
lose his
love
shit. Like
that.
if he's open twice and Dak misses him both times, it just puts you to start the countdown or start the timer
Trevon
because you know
Diggs,
it's coming.
like now that he's got to be the anchor on the defense, a lot of people are saying he can't handle the pressure. Is he gonna crack under that pressure? Who knows? Would be a real shame.
Jerry basically came out and said he was like, "Well, Micah doesn't help in the run, so we needed to help our run defense." Now, if the Eagles run for like 215 yards, which they very well could and will do,
Maybe
it
not
just
though.
everything. No matter what, you'll be able to spin this as a funny game.
No, no, because then somebody else is gonna be happy, and I'm gonna be upset that they're happy.
Hey, you know you
No
can.
one should feel joy.
I
No
mean, I
one
guess
should
the
feel
tie
joy.
would. Well, here's the thing: if they tie, Cowboys fans would be happy with that.
I want it to be like a 12-12 tie off field goals. It's just a shitty game. Everybody sucks. So many turnovers, but like stupid turnovers, not because defenses are good turnovers. Like Saquon just forgets that he does not run anymore. Saquon just
Quarterback tries to throw the
forgets.
ball and they just drop it at the back
Yeah,
of the throw.
Dak doesn't know how to hold on to a football either. Just stuff like that. I just want a comedy of errors. 12-12. A lot of
Don't
banged up dudes going into week two, and then yeah, I'll be like 12. Like you guys suck.
don't think about who's playing tomorrow. Just think about it this way: one more sleep. We finally
Football.
reached the one more sleep to football.
I mean, I've already played. I mean, Jake Ferguson, anytime touchdown score, that's my bet. But I'm sad that this is the first one. But we get
Hey,
through the Ireland game every year, and that's not always a great game.
hey, think of it this way: at least the
It's still
first one
football
this year isn't your team playing in a foreign country on grass that isn't made for football players, and then your quarterback gets hurt week one.
with like
I
the
mean
mafia
that could suck.
maybe fixing the game, probably fixing the game. The
Probably.
Brazilian mafia definitely fixed that game.
Also, the second game is Friday. Chiefs and Chargers. They're playing in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I swear to God, if the grass is good this time, I'm gonna be pissed.
But
Like
it
you'd think a year
is.
later they would probably have figured it out and done a better job, took the data from last year. I'm gonna be mad if Jordan Love got hurt last year, game one, because it was bad grass. It's not allowed to be good grass this year. Also, just don't play in Brazil. Brazil's never gonna be a football country.
They don't like us. They don't like our sport. We like Lucas Paqueta, West Ham fans. Let's go Lucas Paqueta. But fuck them. Fuck them.
Yeah,
They just don't appreciate American football. You can have all the soccer you want.
I hope everyone has a bad game except the players in that game that I have in fantasy football.
Yes. Yes, that. Dude,
There you go.
speaking of Brazilian, Lucas Paqueta was they were saying like, oh, No, or soccer 30 seconds with Alex. West Ham was they were saying like, oh, they're going to transfer him to Arsenal or to Aston Villa at the trade deadline or transfer deadline, and they kept saying it was a done deal. And then he scored a goal on Sunday morning, and he picked up the phone like they were calling about transfer, and he throws his fake phone away and kissed the West Ham badge, and he was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, soccer drama." West Ham got their first win. I was pretty stoked about it. It's great.
How many games have they played?
Three. Three league games, four total. They're
Not
one
great
and
for
three.
our future.
This is where we turn it around, dude. This is where we turn it around. No, they had no goals in like the 80th minute, and they just scored 3 goals in 7 minutes. Like, oh, turns out if you score goals a lot, then you win most of your games. And like I had been saying that, as, like not as a coach, but just more as like a, if I was in charge, I would probably suggest that they score more goals. And they did that thing, and it's like, see, I told you, fellas,
Scoring goals is good.
score
Would've
more
known.
goals. It always helps.
It's okay though. We don't need to worry about that anymore because football's back.
Football's
The
back.
NFL.
Football's back. It's an international break. They even knew the football's back. Like the soccer's just like people have been watching the NFL. Fucking, we got to take a week off. So they did that.
It's true. They know.
Football's back though. Football's back. Packers, are you nervous that rightfully so the Packers getting Micah Parsons, shoring up that defense, have just like absolutely skyrocketed up to like everybody's trendy pick to win the Super Bowl? Are you nervous that everybody's picking them to win the Super Bowl? Because it always seems like teams that get picked to win the Super Bowl all the time don't end up making it to the Super Bowl.
I mean, I'm not nervous because I got my Super Bowl future in before, months before that. So the line
Same,
moved, but I
same,
still have better odds.
same.
Um, no, I mean, nobody really. There's been almost every year, there's been one or two of like the main national guys that pick the Packers to be right there. We're a good team. We're a stable franchise. We're always going to be in the mix. There's a lot of good teams at the time. I'm not worried about it. Like, we've got a ridiculous number of really good quarterbacks in the NFL right now. If one of them ends up taking us down in the playoffs, it sucks,
Jackson
but
Dart, maybe.
I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm enjoying the ride, man. This is a pattern that the Packers do. I saw a tweet. Somebody said there's two steps to being a Packers GM for the last
A
30
Packern,
years.
if I may.
You draft the quarterback of the future a few years earlier than your guy would like the current starter would like to happen. And two, when a top end defensive talent becomes available for trade, you go get him. We did it with Reggie White. We did it with Charles Woodson. Now we're doing it with Micah Parsons. Packers Super Bowl loading.
Makes sense.
I'm all in, dude. I was so happy
Makes
when that trade
sense.
went down the next day because what it went down on Thursday, right? The day after last week when I talked about how I was ready to be hurt again,
Yeah.
and then we got it. Oh, you can't even imagine the number of texts I was sending to all of my friends that day. The group chat was just one after the other and just piling on them. And then the details came out that it was only two first and Kenny Clark.
That
And my
was pretty
friends were
great.
all just losing their minds. And I'm just laugh reacting to every one of their comments.
But I mean, think about like those two picks could turn out to be maybe Michael Parsons or something.
Yeah. Or more likely, it won't be
Not.
because Jerry Jones is a fucking idiot.
That's also a good point. Are you gonna
It
watch
was,
that documentary of his? I'm not watching it.
I kind of want to, but
I'm not.
it's one of
I'm
those things where
boycotting.
football starts tomorrow.
Right.
I've kind of run out of time to be catching up on other shit.
But I just like out of spite, like somebody was talking. I was doing a fantasy draft last night, and somebody was talking to me like, "Did you watch it?" Like, no, fuck the Cowboys. Like, you're not gonna watch the documentary. Like, no, it's about the Cowboys. Fuck them. Like, I don't want to watch that.
From what I've heard, though, it just kind of proves that like Jerry's an idiot because like in the documentary, you got Jimmy Johnson saying like, "No, the Herschel Walker trade was my trade." There's other people that have said it, and Jerry's like, "No, I did that. He tried to take the credit. That's why I fired him." You're like, "Shut up, Jerry."
It's
Everyone
usually a
knows
good
you're an
idea to
idiot.
fire a guy like that.
Yeah, one of the best coaches
It
brought your
usually
team
works
Super
out.
Bowls, was successful at every level before that. But no, I'm the owner and I want the attention. Yeah, I mean, Jerry's a fucking idiot. I love it. I hope he lives another 50 years
Forever, yeah.
and never gives up power.
I love it. I'm hoping. That also scares me because like, what if the Cowboys are good? Because like we think they're not going to be good. Like I'm hoping that this is just they crater Giants are on the way up. Oh, Washington. Ooh, we were a little bit of overachievers last year. We're gonna come back down to earth. And the Giants like, oh, guess what? Who's the overachiever this year? Look at us now. But now we're set up for the future because we have a quarterback and a bunch of other guys that are gonna be really good. Now look at us. And then the Eagles just have just something bad happen. And who knows? Who knows?
Maybe somebody's climbing up a greased light pole and Jalen Hurts is walking underneath it. The guy falls off. Oh no, Jalen's out 3 weeks with a
God
sprained
forbid. God
ankle.
forbid.
It's a sprained ankle, nothing serious. I'm not asking
God
for serious
forbid.
injury.
Be a real shame if something like that would have happened. But football's back. I'm stoked about it. And with football being
I'm
back,
so ready.
PTG Picks is back, baby. PTG Picks is back. We're gonna be doing that on Fridays. Like Fridays at I don't know, Fridays 5, 6. Fridays around 5 o'clock. We'll post our picks. And then again on Sundays we'll post the picks again. We'll do over, under, and are we doing 3? No, over favorite underdog,
No, no,
right?
no. We're doing. I was already thinking about this on the drive into work today. We're doing over under. We're not doing any more of this bullshit. You're not allowing me to take unders this year because they're
No,
not as
no.
fun.
Unders
Over
aren't
under.
fun. No,
I
I
don't
think we
care
gotta
if they're
keep it the
fun. It's
same
a
way.
winning
We're gonna
fucking
keep it the
pick.
same way.
No, we're not.
Make
No.
you be if you're a good gambler. Overs are fun, unders suck. You're rooting for no
Then
points.
you don't have to take any unders. I will.
Okay, well then I will only use the picks that you pick that are overs. So you get one over, favorite underdog, like we've done the last
You get a
4 years.
favorite, a dog, and an under. No, you made this up last year that like we had never
No,
done
it's been at
unders
least
before.
2 years.
No, and it was a fucking decision that you made out of nowhere.
Well, we're keeping it. I won
No,
my
we're not.
rules. You didn't do the thing
I'm
until
taking fucking unders this
you
year.
haven't grabbed a cop's gun. You still haven't even done the bet, so you don't get to change rules.
You don't know that.
I do know that because you would have
By
told
the
me.
way, you changed the rules after a year after I won.
No, I didn't.
The Jersey year. Van Ness.
Well, you agreed to him, so whatever it is, it doesn't matter.
I don't think
This
I
is all
agreed to him. I
revisionist
think somewhere
history.
along the way I tried to take an under and you were just like, you can't do that.
Well, yeah, we're doing it because overs are more fun than unders.
Then
Favorite
you just take overs.
underdog.
I'm taking
over.
unders this year.
Okay, well, the rules are favorite underdog over, so that's it.
I didn't agree to those rules.
I'm telling you, Robert, as commissioner of this right now, will you say what I said is final?
I think it's final.
It's final. All right,
Said
Robert.
he thinks that's not binding. No.
Robert, say it's final.
It's final.
Final. It's final.
It's final.
You ordered him to do that. That's coercion.
Well,
That won't hold up in a fucking court of law.
luckily, this isn't going to a court of law for you. It's just
For
Robert
you.
would be the judge. Robert is the judge right there. He just said, "Hey, those are the rules."
I'm ordained
Favorite underdog
minister.
overs. We're gonna post those 5 o'clock on
unders.
Friday at Gravy Gambles. No unders, and if Pat ever even tries to talk about an under, be like, "Boo, unders suck."
Taking the
Shame
under on
him.
Thursday. Fuck you.
That's fine. Bets don't start until after that. You do whatever you want then. PTG picks favorite underdog overs at Gravy Gambles. We're gonna do about 5 o'clock on Fridays, and I'll say 10 or 11 o'clock on Sunday mornings before kickoffs. But at Gravy Gambles, you can also follow us there for all of our gambling picks all throughout the year. Let's see the Gravy Gambles record right now. Keep it updated. As of 8/25/2020, we are 2,752, 2,516, and 38 on the at Gravy Gales page. 88 and 184 on parlays. Not great on parlays.
That might actually still be paying out though on parlays.
I think it may be. NFL 421, 398, and 6. College 242, 245, and 5.
Not so good at college.
Not so good at college.
College is
Also,
chaos.
Bundesliga 0-1.
What about CFL?
I have a CFL 0-3. Horse racing 6 of 35. La Liga, I'm 2-2.
All right. I think we've broken down enough.
Look at all the other fun ones. Champions League 28, 39, and 3. Don't bet a Champions League game. Gravy
I'll have
Gambles
to start
does it.
tracking my European hockey picks this year.
Yeah, if it's been tweeted out on Gravy Gambles, It has been kept up with as of 8/25/2020. All right. But yeah, at Gravy Gambles, PTG Picks is back this week. Also back this week is Neighbors because Pat and I are neighbors now. Robert, are you super jealous?
Yeah, you guys get to hang out all the time now. Like it
I was
literally just
walking the
like
dog and pushing the kid on the stroller in the park on Sunday, and Pat's like, "Oh, hey, buddy, I'm just hanging out in my neighborhood park." And I was like, "What's up, Pat?" We're
That
just
didn't sound creepy.
buds.
Just hopped out from
Whoa,
behind a
you were waiting to
tree.
get keys. Yeah, he was jerking off on a tree. It was like, this is weird. What are you doing?
I'm a
I'm the
tree sexual.
Squidward meme.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
yeah,
I feel bad for
Pat and me are
Bobby.
neighbors. You're missing
Yeah,
out on
we're
all
just,
this, dude. We have black block parties. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna just start fucking barging in your door like Kramer. I'm just gonna
Do
start showing
it.
up. Just like sweep in there, grab your milk, take a swig, say two lines, leave.
But here's Al. Hold her for a second. I'm gonna go do something.
Have you guys made copies of your keys for each other yet?
Not yet. Pat hadn't
No,
got his keys last time I saw him, so
I still just have both of my keys on my keychain. I should probably take one off and put it
it's always
somewhere.
good.
I was actually thinking about that. I was like, I should give a spare to Alex, so in case I lock myself out, the other key is across the street.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Emma, we already gave keys to Pat. I hope that's cool. She's like, you gave my key to Pat. I was like, you don't really need a key. You're okay. You're gonna be good.
You're not allowed to leave. Don't worry.
It's okay. You're stuck here. But yeah, neighbors are back. What kind of crazy shenanigans are these guys gonna get into?
Football season's going to get real annoying for your wife.
Yeah, Pat's already like he's coming over Friday. Sunday we're going to the bar to watch. It's gonna be great. Vibes are immaculate right now. Vibes are immaculate. They could change very quickly on Sunday at about 3:15 when my team's done playing their first game. But vibes right now, they're immaculate. I'm optimistic. Okay,
You guys have the Commanders week 1?
the commies. Yep, Giants
Mm.
commies.
Can't lose to the commies.
Can't lose to the commies. I always say that. Always say that since the Cold War. Speaking of war, Space Force comeback kid of the week. Also, I really just marked it down as a comeback kid because I forgot it was a thing for a second. Trump's moving now. He did call it Space Command, which sounds way cooler than Space Force.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Its HQ is
the
Space Command.
HQ
I
is the
get that.
command. That's where they move.
Right.
What?
But like that sounds fucking sick. Yeah, where are you working at? Space Command? Yeah, I'm going to Space Command.
It sounds like an old video game, like a 9-bit video game on the original Nintendo.
Space Commander sounds like, yeah. I was playing Space
8-bit.
Commander all night. Pat stayed over. We were drinking Capri Sun, eating Oreos, and playing Space Commander.
Yeah, it's
Pat's dad
moving
got up and
from
yelled at us.
that happened a lot as a kid. But they're moving from Colorado Springs to Huntsville. Why don't just put it next to
Alabama.
NASA? NASA. Put Space Command next to NASA. Have our whole sense. You know, that might be a security risk. Having NASA and the Space Command next to each other.
It's like
So
the Pearl Harbor situation.
it just occurred to me having all of our
You
space.
just bam, bam, take it all out.
I mean, not that they could.
Not that they could. But like you go to our Navy. Okay, cool. Guess what? We're gonna get you from the air and the ground. You can go to those places. We're gonna get you from fucking space, loser. See
Hey,
you
you know-
later. Boom.
know the-
laser.
The branch where we have all of our military strike capability from outer space. Where are you putting it? Oh, Alabama. Oh, you mean like one of the two dumbest states? Going to be staffing it with those people that live there? Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
Crimson Tide football players.
Like the only thing that would be worse is if they said they were
They
putting
ain't
it in
going to the league.
Mississippi. Like why?
I don't know. I like it. It's just like, hey, here you go, Alabama. Have fun
Yeah.
with this thing.
They probably need the jobs. It's okay.
Yeah, economy. But Space Force is still a thing. So it's always good to remember Space Force. Like that is kind of tight. Like, what if we could fight in space? Tight. Have we ever done that? No, not at all.
I wonder how.
We should have a
old-
group that does that though. So neat.
I wonder if it's too late for me to try and join Space Command. I wonder what their age cutoff is, and also if I can work remote and not have to move to Alabama.
I was gonna say, I think you probably could, but I think it's the second part that might be hard to get out of.
I think I could talk to old Donnie and have him give me an exemption.
I don't know like a lot about the military as like a former veteran of Verdansk for a few times. Did a couple tours into Verdansk, but I'm pretty sure they don't like it if you try and work remotely, unless you're like flying drones. So maybe if you can find out how to fly space drones,
Well, that was the other branches. You don't know about the Space Force. Space Force might have different rules.
and they probably don't want to tell us about Space Force because like we're ahead of all the other countries with like our Space Force. So they're like, these are all secret shit. Like, shut up about it. We
I
got a
mean,
Death Star. You know we got a Death Star.
oh, we're
Donnie's
working
been
on it for
building.
sure.
Donnie's probably had a Death Star ready to go for years. It's just hiding somewhere over by like Jupiter or some shit. And then when
Probably
he's
called the
ready
Trump
for
Star.
it, yeah, the Trump Star. And then, oh, really, China? You want to have your little silly military parade, even though I already had my own? We're gonna laser you from space, bitch.
Like
I
we
was
just
showing JD. I said, JD, look at this. He said, wow, these lasers are incredible. I said, yes, these are the best lasers. We have all the greatest lasers.
I could see Trump just being petty and like using the lasers to write China sucks in some field in the middle of China somewhere.
Crop circles. Yeah.
Just trolling other countries with space lasers.
Yep. Yep. All right. Also a comeback kid this week is fraud. Fraud is back. We're getting into all the big things. Fraud is back because the NBA is investigating the Los Angeles Clippers and Kawhi Leonard for skirting the league's salary cap. And it looks like the owner of the Clippers, Steve Ballmer, gave Kawhi Leonard, not Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, a bunch of money to plant trees that he didn't plant as part of like a charity thing. And it was really just a way to be like, here's a couple more $1 million because we can't pay you legally because of the salary cap.
Yeah, and you brought it up that like other teams have to have been doing this. I don't know. Is anybody else dumb enough to have tried to circumvent the salary cap like
I
this?
bet this has been going on forever. There's so many times where a guy will go sign for like a big market or something, and you're like, yeah, well, you can make money in advertising dollars. And it's like, yeah, you don't think like maybe ownership's like, hey, we got this new dude here. We want some fucking like Saquon Barkley gets to New York, Bose headphones, fucking hey. It's got a
But that
book. Like that's an easy way to be like, we're gonna also pad you this way, and then it's basically just you're laundering money that way.
see, that's the thing though. They always get like brand that I don't think this tree. I didn't fully read the report. Did they say like the tree service didn't exist?
Yeah, no,
Like
it was made up.
it was a fake
It was a
company.
shell
Like all the other
company.
times, yeah, the owners have friends like, hey, Bose, you need a spokesman here. Kawhi's coming. It'll be good for both of you. Blah blah blah. Or just whatever sneaker, whatever brand. They always do that. I don't think I feel like it would have come out before if people were just signing fake deals with companies that don't fucking exist.
I bet there's been.
At
I
least
don't
not a
know if
long
it.
time, maybe back in the day.
Yeah, because I feel like speaking engagements. Because like you know how
But you still have to
when
go
you,
do that.
but they're like unless you like make up a place and like there's nobody to say that you didn't. Like all you would have to do is like if it reported on the news that so and so went to Dion Elementary and gave a speech to the boys and girls about hard work and like all right, cool, they got paid 60 grand to do it. And like unless there was a kid from Dion Elementary, like no, it didn't happen. Like just make up an elementary school, hope it doesn't get talked about. Like the amount of research people have to do to call it out. It's again not to bring up George Costanza for the third time, but it's like when he did the Human Fund, where he was donating. This is like our fourth Seinfeld reference on today's episode, but like George realizes like, oh hey, people made a donation in my name to a charity. Like that's bullshit. What if I just said that I gave a donation in all these people's names and just made up a charity? And he did to the Human Fund, which didn't exist until they were like, hey, you know what? We liked what you were doing. Our company's actually been trying to donate some money to charity. Why don't you donate this X amount of dollars to the Human Fund? And then he had to be like, fuck. Nah, this is like real fraud.
What's the deal with paying NFL players under the table?
I
There you go.
I
That's
think
five.
there's definitely been stuff where like somebody got paid for like a speaking engagement or something like that. Maybe like the speaking engagement was a certain amount because it was for like a charity, and the owner's like, "Look, dude, if you fucking, I know it's a Friday night. If you get out of here, like, here's $10 million also on top of it, okay? Like, I bet there's all kinds of like grease in the wheel that goes on like that, where it's just like, hey, we'd like you to, if you're in a contract year, maybe we'd like you to stay around a little bit. See, we can make things easier on you. You help us out, we can help you out. Here's a lot of money.
It's just crazy.
It probably doesn't happen as much as I made it seem like I thought it did, but
I'm sure it's
I
happened, but
definitely
probably
think it
not
happens.
to this level of like superstar player where there's a superstar player. They're already making the most in the league. They're already
There's a
have as
max
many
contract.
endorsements as they possibly want. LA, he's got endorsement ever. It's just crazy to add this on top of it.
Yeah.
Is Pablo
It's
Torre the
like
best
old
reporter in
school.
America right now? Because he keeps
He's right.
breaking a story like every 2 months.
Investigative guy stuff, yeah. But it's basically like when like Oklahoma had the quarterback Rhett Bomar that they said worked at a car dealership in college, and like they're like, that was a no-show job. Like he never worked there. We just paid him like he was an employee, and it was a way to just funnel money to him. I feel like the NBA is like, we can't really make him work at a car lot. What if we just said he did charity and like we could just we're billionaires. We can that's why like whenever your team cheaps out on anything in baseball wise, like your owners can just pay these guys. They can just do that. Just pay them.
Especially in the NBA. NBA's got unlimited fucking money.
Yeah, you can pay a luxury cap or a luxury tax and just get over the cap. But like with Kawhi and stuff, like I bet you there's been so much shit where it's like, look, dude, just fucking take the money. Like here, go. I
So here's the
think
thing. He did it
I don't
here.
think it's right, but again, like I don't really care that much, man. Like who gives a shit if Kawhi made some money and went around over the cap? Did Kawhi only stay because of that? Probably not.
I think the Spurs probably should be investigated now too, because if Kawhi's doing this now, who's to say he didn't do it before at the Spurs? I think they should probably be disbanded for a year and lose 10 years of first round picks.
And you know what? Like they should probably
Not
have
the
one of
Clippers, just the
their
Spurs.
like let's take one of their players just at random and like kick him out of the league. They can't play in the league ever again. Not allowed to like just I'm gonna pick a position off the top of my it's center. Who's the center for the Spurs?
I believe that would be Victor Wembanyama.
All right, that was completely random that I picked
I
that
mean, and you know
actually.
what? That's
But
that's a
I
good
mean,
person to
nobody
pick
like,
too.
yeah, it's like so. Unfortunately, Victor.
Well, he was already playing professionally before the NBA. He'll go back to Europe, play over there again. He'll be fine.
Yeah, you go back to France. Okay, that actually worked out okay.
Yeah,
So
he's probably
look at us
homesick.
figuring out problems in the NBA. Look at us.
Uh, I wonder, because this seems like it's actually a pretty serious violation, though, to be blatantly caught circumventing the salary cap. You think they're just going to do nothing because the NBA actually has no power over the players and teams? Or is it going
Yes.
to be like okay, you're going to lose 4 second-round picks?
Oh,
I wonder
okay.
if they're
Like what
actually
kind of
going to come down
punishment?
hard on them. Yeah. Like, are they going to come down hard? Like, is the owner going to get suspended for a year? Or is it just going to be a couple picks? Is it going to be just a fine? Is the owner going to get fined $28 million? Which for him is nothing.
Well, for Clippers owners, really, it's not going to look as bad as it has been.
The last
All you
owner
got
wouldn't spend any money, and now the new owner's spending too much.
all you gotta do to be a good Clippers owner is not be caught on audio saying that you don't like black people.
Yeah, just don't
That
get caught saying it.
Ballmer hasn't got caught doing that, so he's crushing it right now. He's actually like, "Hey, I am giving you more money than I'm allowed to give you."
It's a
That's
shame this
like
didn't happen to like a less likable
good.
owner because Ballmer is likable.
Yeah, if you had an owner like Ballmer, like he's kind of a nerd, but he wants your team to win and does cool shit. So I don't know. I think they're gonna get some sort of thing. Like you said, it's run by the players. The league is run by the players. They're gonna punish them somehow. They're gonna get a fine, and
I wonder if
then they're
Kawhi will get
gonna
punished.
lose. Kawhi will be suspended 2 games. He sits out random games anyways, so it's
They'll
like we don't know
suspend
if
him
he's.
half the year, and he's like, "Cool, load management. I don't care."
Yeah, I was gonna do that anyways, dude. It's tight. What if they were? This is all like a just like next level scheme by the Clippers to find a way to like force load management on it because like look they're looking into like hey you can't rest these guys that long. Is like, what if we get you suspended? I'll pay you on the other side. You're good to
He
go.
just pays him under the board again to make up the money.
It's like,
that
well,
he's
yeah,
gonna
we're gonna pay you for this other thing you're doing, and then just you're suspended. It's load management.
They just make him the spokesman for Microsoft.
Yeah,
He
I
does
am a
like two
computer. I
commercials.
am Kawhi. He would be perfect for Microsoft. He is literally a robot.
We signed him to a 2 commercial $100 million deal.
whatever Microsoft's AI is, he's probably going to be doing that. You have to do the voice of that.
His, uh, I'm Kawhi.
Ha 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 ha
That was a
ha
good
ha
Kawhi impression, I
ha.
thought.
I thought it was pretty good.
It's always good when you say the name of the person you're doing the impression of. It really nails it.
Wasn't the worst impression. I'll give you that, though. I'll give you that. All right. Also back this week is what do I
Corey
have?
Feldman.
Corey Feldman, the Feld Dog, bro. The Feld Dog. We've been trying to still book him as a guest. We're working out dates. Just keep missing each other. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him one of these days. But now he's gonna be a little bit busy. Maybe he's too big for us because they call him the comeback king. He is again back, and he's at Dancing with the Stars. Probably gonna win.
He's gonna insist on like adding his dance moves into like the
I mean, as
like
he
team
should. When
move
you
that he
got
does.
moves like that, how do you not? How do you not make the people do it?
I feel bad for the dancer. He's gonna
No,
be
no, no,
with.
no. It's gonna be great.
It's just the Corey Feldman energy is just. It's.
It's
I don't think
a,
it's something that
it's
I could.
everything.
Yeah, but like it's a lot. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think he's either going
This
to be
is what
first.
that's for, though.
He's either like first out or he's winner. I don't think
Oh,
there's
he's gonna
any in
win.
between for him.
He's gonna win, dude.
I don't. He scares me. His energy scares me. Is that what it is? Or you know what? That'd be really cool though. They could do a Lost Boys dance, and him and the girl can dress up as vampires.
They're definitely gonna incorporate that somehow. I don't watch Dancing with the Stars, but I did look at like the other people in the cast, and I think it's cheating that was it Jordan Childs, the other girl with Simone Biles in her last time in the Olympics is in there. It's like you're a gymnast. That's like competitive dancing, basically. It's
Okay,
not it's
is
not
it
ballroom
cheating when
dancing.
Jerry Rice did it? Some of the best
Yeah, a little
footwork
bit.
in the history of the NFL. Yeah, it's the thing. It's
A little bit.
at a certain point with Dancing with the Stars, you just go with whoever says yes to doing it. That's really what it is. Like there's only so many people you can ask before finally you're like, all right, well, this guy was an extra on Law and Order SVU 4 years ago. See if he'll
No,
do it.
I get it. It's just one of those where like, all right, dude. Like Paul Abdul was in it, and it was like, you danced for a living. That's your job. You're a
Yeah, but
choreographer.
she was drinking for the last 30 years.
Yeah, but it's a little bit unfair. And
Hey,
then
life's
the
unfair, man.
Steve Irwin's kid's in it. Robert Irwin's in it. So
I
that'd
mean,
be
what
cool.
was it fair that Carlton
He's
was
gonna
in it?
dance with a gator.
The he's the greatest dancer of all time.
True. I don't know. But we're Team Feldman, obviously, on Dancing with the Stars. So if you had to ask, now you know. Let's move on to the not cool segment where we get to gripe about something that's happened this week. If you would like to participate in future not cool segments, hit us up. We're on X at PassWayPod. Use the hashtag PTG not cool and try and summarize what happened to you in 4 or 5 sentences, and we'll get to the good ones each week. And yeah, we'll share ours. It's a good way to just vent about something that makes you feel not cool each week. And yeah, this is the not cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
All right, who wants to go first?
I can go
I
first.
have a okay.
Yeah, I'll go first. So you guys probably saw this. I want to talk about this last week, but I wasn't on. About MLB expansion.
Yeah, we don't need to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, I saw some like
MLB's about capped. We're good.
Yeah, I like 30 teams. I don't really like the idea of 32. And then I saw like people were making like their mock a realignment. And what did I saw
Nashville.
well for the Astros specifically, I saw like their division
Okay.
would be Astros, Rangers, Rockies, and Royals. And that just does not seem like a good division.
No, I had seen one where
Probably
we
dominate.
I thought we had the Cardinals in ours in one I saw, but I also hated that because it split up the Cardinals and the Cubs.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe put a team in New Orleans. Make that a little easier.
It would be sick if the Astros could shift the division because it does suck with all the late games that they get
Yeah.
stuck with. Like Colorado would be much easier for like it's just 1 hour different. But yeah, I don't know. I always feel like it is when you look at where the baseball teams are, there's like that whole region of like Louisiana, like just has nothing there where you would think there'd be a team there, but are people going to support a team in New Orleans? I feel like Nashville is just kind of begging to get one,
Yeah,
but then that would
Nashville would be
be
good. There's really nowhere in Arkansas to throw a team. It's just one of those things where so many of the teams are like in the Midwest and Northeast, and then the rest of the country, it just spreads out so much. So like they said they want to do this so it's more geographically aligned. Teams weren't traveling as far all the time. But all the West Coast teams and like the center of the country teams are still going to be traveling a shit ton. This
well,
rule
and
would
then
be just to keep
also
the Northeast all together when half the teams that they have to travel to are less distance than like even when they're traveling out of their district. Like or it's I don't know. I hate it. Just don't fuck it up. We don't have to completely rearrange everything. Tweaks, tweaks,
just
not a
like
complete
what
overhaul.
if
Yeah.
we need to add two teams, or maybe can we think of off the top of our head two teams that don't have their own ballparks and they play in minor league stadiums and no one goes to their games? Move those teams then. I don't know. Like that seems. Hey, Tampa Bay can't sell out a fucking minor league stadium in their own city.
Honestly,
Do we
Florida
just
can
move them?
Florida can lose both of their teams because the Marlins don't have like they've got a beautiful stadium. They have no fans. For whatever reason, Florida does not give a shit about baseball. Their hockey fans are better fans than their baseball fans
And they're
in
fair weather as
Florida.
shit.
Like baseball's done a good job over the last 10 years that they've been like changing things here and there. They're doing little small tweaks at a time. Or like, yeah, the real hardcore people can be like, baseball's changing too much. I don't like it. But it's been little enough. A whole rearranging of all the divisions, it's too much.
The pitch
I don't
clock's
like it.
awesome. That was a good change.
Universal DH
I
was good.
I
I
think that
didn't want it
was
at the time, but I think it was good for the game.
I hot take maybe during the regular season, don't hate the runner on second rule.
I don't
Speeds
either.
up a lot of shit.
Yeah, I like
For
it.
extras, yeah, I hated it at first.
Because then you get stuck
Probably
in like
good.
you're in the
Yeah.
13th inning and no one scored because like a single can fucking put you over there and then you got the pressure on you. Like I love that adds that and then playoffs. No, we don't fucking do that. That's cool. I'm very happy with that. It keeps games where you're not burning through. You're not having your fucking last relief guy have to go 6 innings because he pitched well.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about this like realignment thing. I don't know. It's just changing it completely, like having to get used to like I don't know I forgot what the name was. I think it was like AL South or something like that. But like it was just like
You know what I think would actually be a decent division for the Astros if they did it? If you did the two Texas and two Florida and just have it the Gulf division. Right there. You have the Rays, Miami. I guess Miami's technically not on the Gulf. They're on the other side. Fuck it. But then the Rangers and the Astros. And they're all Southern teams. They're right there.
4-team division only.
Well, yeah, I thought it was going to be a bunch of 4-team divisions.
I guess
Is
if it was
six?
32
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. So
Which
like,
is
I feel like
wild
that
to
one
me.
makes a little bit of sense.
Like, isn't that kind of crazy? Like that does piss me off in baseball sometimes. You're like the NL Central has like 7 teams in it, and then other divisions don't have anywhere near that. Or like, I mean, there's just some divisions have more teams in them than others, and I always thought that was odd the way that they did that. Or maybe they changed that. Maybe that was just
Just
when the Astros were there.
the more I just stare at this map of where all the teams are located, you can't, even if you rearrange it all into 4, there's still going to be some outlier teams that are way
Yeah.
away from the fucking rest of them. And just
I think it's
geographically,
just-
it doesn't make sense.
A way to get people to just debate it.
Yeah, the one that really fucks up everything is Colorado. They're so in the middle by themselves. Whoever they get matched with, they have massive road trips regardless.
Yeah. But again, you're like billion-dollar franchises. You can fucking afford the travel. That's what I don't understand. This
Yeah.
isn't like it's not the WNBA.
yeah.
No
And-
offense, as a fantasy owner that clinched a playoff spot already for the WNBA fantasy league. They just don't have the money.
Should we do like a mock realignment season, like we do mock draft? Because that's what it felt like. Everyone
I wouldn't hate that.
Like here's my realignment map. This is my
Yeah,
I
and then
saw
you could
that
just
so much.
we could just each put our own up there, and then we'll just yell about how stupid one of them is every single time. Like you're gonna find people bitching about it.
Also, the main thing I hate about this too is then it just gets rid of the AL and the NL. And it's just no league.
Well, they're sort of already doing that, but
I mean, but like we still have it. And like, yeah, sometimes the NL stronger, it's harder to get through there. The AL team just can't compete, or vice versa. It fucking happens. But having leagues is good, and having them go against each other. I mean, since they got rid of interleague play, or like just made interleague play not special and it just happens round, like the Yankees, Mets, Subway Series, it's not as good anymore. But like, it's still good. The rivalry is still there. I just they're trying to change too much. They need to
I
just pump
agree.
the brakes a little bit, back off. Because I feel like to make this work at all, you have to put a team in Utah,
Which
Yeah.
and like
gross.
and like eh.
Ugh, we give them a hockey team. Like they don't need a baseball team. They're fine.
Yeah, they've got a hockey team and a basketball team with a bunch of racist fans. They're okay.
They're fine. They'll be fine. All right. I have one that we can share, Pat, because it's red zone, the end of an era. Like
I don't need to share this.
you don't need to share it.
I've told you for
Like
years I'm not a red zone guy. Just explain it first, then we'll.
red zone used to be 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now at like noon every Sunday. Like, and we knew I'm going to tune into red zone. I have red zone on one of my iPads or one of my TVs. I watch my team, but then I can check in on all the action going on all around the league in real time. That's it. I don't ever have to worry about like, oh fuck, it's a commercial. What game were they looking at? I don't have to do any of that stuff. It was the code. That's what this country was built on. Is that like that was one of the great promises that we were given as a country. Like, hey, commercial free football. That is gone. They tried to throw some commercials in there last year, and now they're charging like $15 a month if you want the Apple or if you want the Red Zone package, which is ridiculous. That now you're charging me to then give me commercials. Get the fuck out of here. Red Zone was a sacred, untouched, perfect thing. And the fact that now we're having to watch ads in the middle of it, bullshit. And they'll probably try and do like this is the side by side, but still fuck you.
That better be how they're doing it, and not the screen goes away for a fucking ad. It better
Fuck
be the
you if
quick
you do
drop
that,
in.
all right?
Now, and like I said, I don't really care because I'm not a red zone watcher. I never have been. I prefer to have just the full games up and be staring at 9 screens because I'm a sicko like that. I
Not everybody has
understand.
all the
I feel bad
screens.
for the people that do love it,
Yeah,
and it
it's
sucks,
bullshit.
but it doesn't really affect me, so I don't give a shit because I'm that particular type of asshole. I
It
ignore
really
things
affects
that don't
me.
affect me.
We were we were given a deal that I thought everybody was happy with. Like, hey, here's your favorite thing that you love without ads. And now after all this, you get sold. They sold Red Zone channel to ESPN. ESPN paid a fortune for it. Now we're gonna put ads in it. Fuck you.
Well, it's ESPN. They're also pieces of shit, and they just try and fuck up everything that fans love.
It's $30 a month for all the stuff you love. But really, that only includes this certain thing. And then you can also pay to get ESPN Plus Plus, which is this. Then if you want to get ESPN Plus Plus Premium, that'll cost you a little bit extra. We can go ESPN Plus Plus Premium Plus, and that will get you ad free until we start adding ads on that. And then ESPN Plus Plus Premium Plus Premium Plus Premium, you're going to be able to get no ads until we decide that we're going to have the ad tiered platform of that. That then, if you don't want to pay $75 a month, you can pay $73 a month, and we'll give you more of that ad.
And I love it. Every fan just like, why? Why are you doing this to it? Why?
Also, yes,
And
I'm going to fucking
ESPN's
pay for it because you fucking got me by the balls, but what the
and
fuck?
the response is, listen, we have to charge you guys this much so that we can continue to pay the two people that you guys love watching on TV more than anybody else, Stephen A. Smith and Mike Greenberg. And everyone's response is always, we don't like either of those people. Stop shoving them down our throat. We don't want it. And ESPN's
Well,
like, nah,
Pat,
we already paid them though.
but what if I told you that tonight, primetime, Minnesota Lynx, LA Sparks? Huh?
I gotta poop later, so I won't have time
Huh?
for that.
What about, hear me out, US Open? Huh?
They have one thing that has me buy the balls, and I'm gonna keep buying it. They have the hockey package.
Hockey package for now.
Yeah, as long as they have hockey, I can't get rid of it.
For now. It's bullshit though. Red Zone should not have ads in it, and I feel like as Americans we should riot. This is a riotable offense.
I think that's fair because they're fucking with football. That's the problem.
Don't
You
fuck with
fuck
football.
with football.
Remember, we turned on Bane when Bane was a cool bad guy, and then he fucked up football. He fucked with football, and we were like, hey, no, no.
Trump should just come out and be like, I'm going to put a stop to it. They're not allowed to do this. I'll make an executive
Honestly,
order.
it would be a good
There's nothing
idea.
he can do, but he would get like a quick 5-second burst of everyone going, yeah, before everyone realized, oh shit, he can't do
They
that.
told me Red Zone, Donald, Red Zone. They're putting commercials on. I said, Red Zone, that's the best of all the zones. The best of all the zones. I know that. It's a great zone. We shouldn't have
Yeah, as
ads.
president, I'm going to create the gold zone. It'll be no commercials. I'm going to give you free streaming access into all that. Don't worry about the website it's coming from.
And then we'll have the presidential zone, which is where I sit and watch games with you.
Yeah, I'm
Ad free,
sorry,
of
buddy. That
course.
sucks for you. I know it's going to be real painful.
So yeah, that was my first not cool, and then my other not cool. I watched my parents' dog over the weekend. Love Cinco, good dog, great dog. I was ready for college football Saturday. Pat and I texted me like, "Hey, what you betting on?" It was like 20 minutes before kickoff. I was gonna go to the bar to watch the UT OSU game. I was like, "Hey, I'm about walking the dogs right now. I'm gonna look at the board. I'll let you know what I picked." Day was all set up. It was perfect. I was 100 feet away from my house, and then my dog, Wheezy, squatted to piss, and my parents' dog was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put my head right under you while you're pissing." So then she got pissed all over her head, and I was like, "What the? That's why do that?" And then she immediately 5 feet later proceeded to roll around in some other dog's shit and get shit all over her. So right before college football, like it's just one of those like you have a plan, and that plan immediately changes. They're like, "Well, now we're going to carry you upstairs. I'm gonna have to change what I'm wearing. I'm gonna have to give you a bath, but it's in the bathtub that my daughter bathes in. So then I had to bleach down the entire tub. After that, I had to take out a bunch of fucking because when you have kids, the kid toys fucking take over a bathtub. It was just me
Oh, yeah.
scooping toys and throwing them in the sink, and then had to shower her, clean her off, make sure she didn't have shit and piss all over her, dry her off. That was the whole thing. And then like it was when she didn't want to shower, she didn't want to get wet, so there was like shit slung on the wall. I had to clean that
Oh,
off. It wasn't crazy, but it was like I just had to like wipe off everything, bleach everything down, make everything good again. And then it was like 5 minutes into the first quarter, and I was still just like, okay, well, fuck, let's throw off my whole thing. Luckily, I was able to compose myself and gamble and send you who I gambled on in the middle of all of that. Like a lot of men would not have been able to do that. That
no,
shows
you've got
you
elite skills.
that shows you how dedicated to the game I am. Lesser men would not have been able to go 3-0 to start that Saturday. I did because you have
I
to
did not.
learn that you got to tease Texas so you can get Texas plus 7.5 because then when they lose by 7, you still cover. And then you have to tease Notre Dame with that because then when Notre Dame loses by 3, but you had Notre Dame plus 3, that also pushes. So you really won your total bet by a half a point in 2 games. Pretty solid. But yeah, that was my not cool. Just with it, like 100 yards, 100 feet away from my house, piss and shit all over her. And then it was just the chore was cleaning it up. It was like this was gonna. What are we doing here?
I can't believe they did that to you on week one of college football.
Still a good girl, still a very good dog. But those are my
Good,
not
not cool.
cools.
I had a couple. I'll just go with this one first. A little bit before I left work, I chopped a jalapeno and I thought I washed my hands well enough.
Ooh.
And I didn't hit my eye or anything, but when I got in my car to drive home, I
Ugh.
went like this to just scratch my nose. And then like I got out of the parking lot and I was like, oh no, my nose is burning. It was
Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you.
yeah. Yeah, that sucked a lot. And my second one was just like, moving in general, it actually wasn't that bad. I had movers. They took care of everything. It wasn't so bad. I haven't had to deal with Xfinity in so long since I canceled my cable. It's just been internet, and I almost never have to call for that or deal with anything. I go and I was able to get the internet set up, no problem with the stuff that they gave me. But
But
I try and get the cable boxes set up, they just won't connect. Well, first of all, before that, on Sunday, I'm trying to call the store down the street from me just to see if they're open on Monday so I can go get all my stuff because I didn't feel like doing it Sunday on move day. I texted Alex at one point. I was like, dude, I've been on the phone just with the automated fucking system going representative. It won't get it.
They get
cannot
you.
get a
They're
person on the
good.
phone. And you used to be, you could just say representative over and over. I found out now that if you do that, they have taken that word out of the lexicon of the
Just
computer.
hang up on you.
So after like 4 or 5 times, it goes, I'm sorry, we can't understand you. Please try calling back. And they hang up on you. So finally, then
And
I
then
just
you're
tried.
just you
Yeah,
go from you're a 10 out of 10, then you're a 100 out of 10.
I was so angry. And then I go, you know what? Let me just try and book online and see. I look and I go, okay, it's open Monday. The one time that I was like, I'm not going to do the online thing. Then once I get the boxes and everything in, the cable boxes won't set up. I have to schedule someone to come out. I've already tried all the troubleshooting. I looked it up online. I go onto the AI assistant thing online to book it. Of course, it makes me go through all the troubleshooting right there because it won't let me book something without them trying to troubleshoot. I finally get through to that, book it, no problem. It books, but it doesn't say the address on there. And my old one, the internet is still up at the old house for a couple more days. So I'm just trying to find out to make sure, hey, what address is this coming to? And I'm asking the AI assistant, it's like, here's the details of your upcoming thing. No address on it. I'm like, I have that information. Give me the address that it's coming to. I keep asking. It
One
can't
for
get it
one
to
thing.
me. The AI assistant can't figure out how to give me the address. Finally, it attaches it to me to an actual person through like the AI texting app. I'm asking them, making me give all the same information over and over again. And then she eventually goes, yeah, this is the date and time that it said. I go, I have that information. This is the fourth time I'm asking. I just need you to tell me what address it's coming to. Finally, then they go, oh, it's coming to this address. I go, thanks, and hang up. Took 35 fucking minutes just to confirm the address that it was coming to. You would think that Xfinity getting rid of their actual customer support people would increase their customer support because they were so bad at their fucking jobs. Somehow they found the worst possible AI in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
I I was so fucking enraged, and I was tired. I'd been moving for 2 days. I wanted to do as much damage to anything that I could, but I can't break anything in here.
Well, because even they're not AI people are still AI people. I don't believe that they're actual people because they're just using whatever AI prompt it is. It's like, I am sorry that this is happening. We understand that that is frustrating.
But there was too many spelling errors and just things that I was like, well, in your head you're translating this. Like you
Yeah.
could kind of it was one of those. I was oh my god, I was just why Xfinity? Why do you just refuse to have any semblance of good customer service? And
You
there's
don't have
good
to.
people that work there. That's what sucks. The company has good people. None of them work in customer
There's
relations.
no one in charge is good people.
Oh God, it's just I hate them so much.
Same.
But you know what? Hopefully tomorrow they're coming tomorrow between 10 and 12. We'll see if that fucking
Did you
happens.
already get a confirmation about your
I
appointment?
did. I did.
Okay. Because I've done it on the app before, and then it just pretended I didn't do that. And I was like, I have a confirmation number. You gave me a confirmation number. And they're like, huh, yeah, that's weird. It says that there was an appointment, but it didn't show us that there was an appointment. I was like, so the confirmation would confirm the appointment, right? That was when I moved in. It evaporated.
I'm terrified now. It's going to be like they show up, the gate won't let them in, and they just leave and be like, well, we couldn't get in. Like, you didn't try contacting me?
I had that happen too, and the guy had to like park. I was like, no, 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 no. You park your car in the fucking street. You're coming in today. You're coming in today.
I'm just
We'll
preparing for
figure
the
it
worst
out.
tomorrow, but I need this fixed by tomorrow. Because Friday, I don't want to have to deal with it when there's more football being ready to happen. It's just, I just need it done. We'll see. This will probably be my not cool next week, too, because you come back. This is incompatible with our system. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck them, dude. Solid, not cool. Solid, not cool. Got you all fired up. I like that.
Very much so.
Fired up and ready to answer some questions, which we'll do right here in the answers segment, brought to you by the Pass the Gravy merch store. Podcast is always going to be free. Promise. Promise. YouTube, free. Wherever you listen to it. iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you're listening to us. Free. If you want to support the podcast, though, that could be cool. That would be really cool. We don't want you to just donate money and just throw money at us or anything like that. We're not a bunch of strippers yet. But if you want to get some cool shit and support your favorite podcast, go to passthegravymerch.com. I posted on our Gravy Day post this afternoon or this morning. Todd Voss and his wife in Ireland rocking the Pass the Gravy flag. You can get the PTG logo flag. Take it with you wherever you go. do cool stuff with it. Take pictures of that. We'll feature you on all of our socials and stuff. We got the Pass the Gravy snapback hats, the PTG rope golf hats. We got the PTG Wolfpack shirts and stickers. The It's April Fool's Somewhere shirt. Let everybody know that April Fool's is not just one time a year. It's always April Fool's somewhere. We got the dad hats, the regular logo tees, sticker sheets. We got summer shirts still available, and we got our shorts, the most comfortable shorts on the planet. PassTheGravyMerch.com. Again, we're never going to put ourselves behind a paywall or charge you to listen to us or watch us. But if you want to throw us a little something, something, we're not saying, hey, give us cash. We're saying, hey, buy some cool gear. Rock that cool gear. And then people will be like, oh, hey, what's that logo you got on you with the microphone? You'll be like, oh, it's my favorite podcast. It's called Pass the Gravy. You check it out. Or be like, no, it's April Fool's Somewhere. It's April Fool's Summer. It's always. And you can get them on that too. PassTheGravyMerch.com. PassTheGravyMerch.com, the official sponsor of this week's Answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, the answer segment. We do the Precome segment at the beginning of the show. If you got any drunk ideas, business plans, business ideas, high thoughts, any kind of thing like that, any questions you want to ask us, hit us up at PassGrayPod on X. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we'll sort for them. If you want to ask us what the best colored number is or anything like that related to numbers or letters, we'll get you on that. You want relationship advice, parenting advice, medical advice, we can help you on that too. You want us to power rank things? Give us 5 similarly related things. We'll power rank the fuck out of them better than anybody else. At PassGrayPod on X. You can also email your questions to us, passthegraypod@gmail.com. Put answers in the subject. But our first answers question this week is from Neil Hines. And Neil, I don't recall ever writing in before, but obviously has paid attention to the show because Neil says, what is the fastest letter?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that
So
fucked me up in my head too because I read it, but I've been thinking number.
That's not a letter.
Greek or Roman.
I'm thinking just English alphabet. Let's go English alphabet.
Fastest letter.
I want to go, initially I thought V. But then I also was like, what kind of I is it? Because if you look at capital V, a V just looks like it's like an arrow ready to take off. Like, boom. I, now is this the I where it's, it's got the little things on the top of it and then it's the column? Or is it just the like straight line? Because if it's a straight line, that thing's fast as fuck.
Just the line. That's what I was thinking.
Just a line, that thing, it's out of here.
I don't know.
Hear me out. Hear me out though. Capital J.
No.
Look at it. With the little top on it, that thing looks
No.
like it fucking could just jolt out of there.
There's one correct answer. It's capital H. It's the only one with 2 legs and arms to get pumping. It can get running the fastest just off of physics. Like I almost thought A at first, but A, comes to a point at the top. There's no upper body moving with it. The H can get the opposite, goalpost moving with the leg, create more force, run faster.
K has also got the ability to do that too, and it's leaning, so it's more of a runner's lean.
It's interesting that you guys are thinking running. I was thinking like flying, like in the
I
air.
thought flying initially too, and then he's looking at it from this.
Yeah.
But then I think K looks faster than H if you're looking at what could be a better runner.
Actually, you know what it probably is? It's O. It's a wheel.
I was
You can
thinking
get going real fast.
You were thinking
think
what,
it's-
Robert?
I or O.
I or O.
The I for me, I'm just thinking, it's hopping, or even if it's flying, it's just a spear. Like you can't direct or
Fast.
do anything with it.
So like no wind
I think
resistance.
I think it's O, dude. You get that wheel going, it's going fast as shit.
You know what'd be crazy? Robert, imagine putting an I and a V together, making a little spear. Just that thing's soaring.
That's kind of an
That thing.
arrow.
That's exactly what it is. That's why it'd be very fast. But that thing would be soaring. That's why I went VI. I probably immediately went arrow. I think V is fast, but I I can side with Robert on I if we have to settle on one.
I would say I mean, possibly V if you're using it as a boomerang, because those things can get moving pretty fast.
Oh yeah. When a B gets or a V gets going, that thing is fucking it's going. Good
When you
luck
first
slowing
said
that down.
V, I was just thinking like it running on the two, but it didn't have the center base to like so the legs could split out. But a boomerang V could be pretty good.
But a V could just turn to the side and just take off.
I mean, a
Like a rocket
boomerang
ship.
U could also get moving pretty well.
Use not as aerodynamic.
Or X could be, some of those boomerangs are have like the multiple legs on them.
X would be a good
I'm stuck on
boomerang.
boomerangs now. I'm gonna stick with O. I just because it's a wheel, it's gonna get moving pretty fast.
Well, unfortunately, you've been outvoted. I feel like I is what Robert and I are going to settle on then.
Yeah, I'm going with I.
Well,
But
I don't agree.
well, luckily, it's a vote in a democratic system.
Damn.
But again, it's not the I that looks like the column. It's just the I where it's just like a line.
I'm gonna redistrict our voting.
The other column, the other column I would fuck it up. You can't gerrymander voting with three people. You're not allowed to do that. It's illegal. It's against the rules.
All right.
That was a great
Fair
question, Neil. Great first question to write us in. Keep them coming, buddy. This next one is from Meredith. Meredith says, do all guys prefer sleeping on the couch over the bed? My boyfriend, as well as the last two guys that I've lived with, would all fall asleep on the couch and just stay there over going to bed. It's not a one-time thing or a once in a while thing either. It's all the time. Isn't a bed more comfortable? Why not just get up and go to sleep there? Is this all dudes or am I just dating the weird ones?
No, I feel like it's pretty common. Just you fall asleep on the couch. It's not that you prefer it. You fall asleep and then you don't want to get up.
Yeah, I
Or
think
you just don't wake up. That's why you sleep the whole night on the couch because you don't wake up.
I think it's a very easy answer, and it's the fact that at least myself, I always fall asleep on the couch. And I'll be like, hey, let's get up and go upstairs. We gotta get up for work in a couple hours. Like, yeah, I'll do that. And then I just roll back right over. Like, when you go upstairs and go to bed, you've admitted that the day is over. That day's done. I'm admitting defeat. And I think, me personally, at least, I'm like, no. Day's not over. I'm gonna rally. I'm gonna rally. Yeah, I might roll over and sleep for 4 more hours on this couch instead of in my bed where it's definitely more comfortable. But if I go up to bed, I've admitted defeat, and I will not do that. So I will be stubborn instead of admitting defeat. And I think that's probably what most dudes' logic is. Like, I'm already sleeping here. Like, I don't care that my back's gonna hurt tomorrow. I'm sleeping now.
I think part of it too is the like I've never had a problem like when I catch myself sleeping on the couch. Once I wake up a little bit, I'm like, okay, let me go to bed. But there is that thing where you're like, I want to stay on the couch because if I stand up to go to bed, it's going to wake me up just enough. It's going to take me a while to go back to bed. If I just close
Yep.
my eyes, I'm going to pass right back out on the couch here.
Yep.
I think that's what it is guys will take the discomfort over the chance that we don't fall right back to sleep.
Robert, do you fall asleep on the couch a lot?
Never.
This is not a thing you ever have happen.
No.
So do you think she's just been dating weird dudes?
I mean, to me, it does. Like, I only ever will nap on the couch, but I won't, like, fall asleep at night on the couch.
Now,
Here's a
see,
sensitive question.
I count it as
Meredith,
a
maybe
nap.
you snore. Does she snore? Because maybe they're just trying to get some Z's. Maybe she doesn't even know she snores because all the guys have been too polite to be like, baby,
Because
you
they're
snore.
they're very nice guys. Yeah.
My grandmother snored like a wildebeest, would not admit it. My grandfather told her for 60 years. They recorded her one time when my dad was a kid. And she was like, that's not me.
No, I don't know who that is. Couldn't be me.
Maybe it's just that simple.
Yeah.
Are you a blanket stealer or a hogger? Are you hogging all the covers? Do you kick? Do you put your cold feet on them when they're just trying to sleep? These are all little things that could add up.
But also, like, when you fall asleep on the couch, and I'm talking, like, Robert said he naps on the couch. I don't nap on the couch intentionally. Like, I'll go lay down and watch a show, and then I wake up an hour later, and I'm like, oh no, fell asleep. Or in the middle of the night, I'll wake up. And then the other thing that probably contributes to them just staying on the couch, for me at least, that it does, is like, you fall asleep at 10 o'clock and you wake up and it's 2:15 in the morning. I'm like, God damn it, I gotta go upstairs. I gotta brush my teeth. I gotta put all this shit away. I gotta make sure that everything's ready to go to work in the morning. I gotta like you have all of the chore lists and you're like, I'm not gonna do that now. I'm gonna do that later when I wake up later. And then you wake up and your phone's not charged and your watch isn't charged and you haven't showered yet and you still have to do all the stuff that you didn't do. But I didn't admit defeat and give in to the sleep. Even though I did give in to the sleep, I just didn't give in to bed sleep, which is when you admit the day's over.
All good reasons.
So my answer is that our brains are broken and we
Yeah,
don't
dudes
want
are just
to,
weird.
yeah, we don't want to admit defeat. Sleep is defeat.
I don't want to interrupt temporary comfort, even if it's for more comfort, over the chance of not falling right back asleep. It's laziness for me, is what it is normally when that happens.
And also, like caveman brain, we're just dudes. Dudes are dudes, you know? Like caveman brain, back in the day, cavemen were like, big sleep means I'm dead. So me no want sleep. I think that some dudes still have that. And it's like, me go to bed, me admits defeat, me sleep, me die.
Also, maybe they're just being nice guys and they wake up at 2 a.m. They're like, well, if I go try and get into bed now, it's going to wake her up. And they don't want to do that.
You know what, Meredith? That's the answer. Go with that.
They're all just nice guys.
Your boyfriend's just a really nice guy and doesn't want to, ruin your sleep.
Yeah.
So you should say thank you, sweetheart, for
Mhm.
thinking of me.
And then you get the whole bed to yourself. I mean, he sounds
Yeah,
like a
pretty
great guy.
cool.
Real thoughtful guy.
Really great guy. See, you know what, ladies? These are the burdens that us as dudes have to live with. You think that you don't, like, you bring life into this world, and you're like, yeah, what do you do? Like, well, I have to think about like what happens if I go to sleep in the bed tonight? What could happen?
Could be.
Life and death, life and death stuff. Great question, Meredith. Thank you for
Mhm.
writing in. All right, this will be a fun one. Travis Atwood writes in and says, "Power rank these NFL analysts." And he gives us Joe Buck, Tom Brady, Chris Collinsworth, Tony Romo, and Greg Olson. Robert, you go first.
I'm gonna go Tony Romo, number 5.
Good choice.
Yeah, he's the Cowboys guy.
Yep.
I know that
Fuck
much.
him.
I'm gonna go Greg Olson, number 4.
All right.
Tom Brady, number 3. Chris Collinsworth. I like the alliteration. And then Joe Buck, number 1.
Because he's a baseball guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Buck, Collinsworth, Brady, Olson, Romo. All right.
Yep.
All right, I'll go next. I also have Romo at 5. It was fun when he first came in, calling out plays before. Now it's a bit much now. I don't think he's as bad as a lot of other people do, but yeah. 4, I'll go Brady. I don't think he's bad or anything. He's still new. He's still kind of finding his footing. He also doesn't get as much access as anyone because he's a part owner.
Which is his own doing.
Yeah, which was very, very dumb of him. He's Tom Brady, though. He'll end up being great. 3, I'm going to go Collinsworth. Just been around forever. I like Chris. The slide, it's all good.
Here's
2,
the
Greg
guy.
Olson. Greg Olson could have possibly been number 1 because I think he is fucking awesome. He's
Yeah.
really, really good. He got cucked by Tom Brady at Fox. I'm keeping Joe Buck number 1. Joe's been doing it forever. He's fucking great at his job. He's awesome. But I wouldn't be, if you had Greg Olson over Joe Buck, I wouldn't argue with you.
So Joe Buck, Greg Olson, Chris Collinsworth, Tom Brady, Tony Romo.
Yes.
All right, great pickings because that was exactly what I had as well. I had that exact same order, Pat. So yeah,
Big brains.
nailed it. Greg Olson is incredibly underrated.
He's so good at it. Like,
Incredibly underrated.
he's very knowledgeable. He knows the game. He's smart. He doesn't do any weird. He doesn't do any of that shit. He's just really good.
Mm-hmm.
Just consistent. And he's a fun fucking guy.
Yeah.
Part of the 7th floor crew.
Love Greg Olson. Greg Yo.
G-Ray.
Or G-Ray, that's what it was. Next question is from Alex O at Alex McThunder1 on X, and Alex O says, "How do I get women to stop approaching me at the gym?"
We'll probably stop staring at him, and they'll have to stop coming over to say, "Stop staring at me."
Oh,
That's
well, I was thinking they were approaching him because he's been working on his glutes, and they were
yeah. I mean,
like,
well,
"What you doing? What you lifting here?"
what? First of all, what are you wearing? I mean, if you don't want the
Yeah.
attention, you shouldn't be dressed like that, dude.
Are you
Get your hoochie
wearing that
daddy
crop
pants off.
top? I've seen you in that crop top, Alex. So
Your little hoochie daddy shorts.
how can I not look? Um, I did write
Stop
down a
going to the
couple
gym.
of notes. Stop going to the gym would be a good way to
Yeah,
stop getting women to
they
approach you at the
they
gym.
just stop looking at you at all.
Do a home gym, and then it's breaking and entering if they approach you. I put fart a lot to establish dominance and intimidate them.
Mm. They might still. Well, they would stop. They would definitely stop approaching. They might still look.
Right, but this is to stop approaching him at the gym. Kind of just lay out an air of farts. Nobody wants to
Be,
walk over to the air of farts.
become a grunter. No woman is approaching the dude at the gym who
Also
goes,
had that.
"Rrr,
Slam
rrr,"
weights and be very loud when you're lifting.
set off the lunk alarm. Yeah.
And then cough a lot. Like just act like you're always sick.
Don't shower for 2 days before you go.
And wear the same shirt every single time so it looks like you just wore the same shirt.
Definitely
Like you
don't
can
wash it. Just like
no,
hang
you
it up
can
in your
wash
shower.
it, but like make it look like it's just there. Like that guy only works out in one shirt.
We could do we could start the male equivalent of curves. There's only men allowed at this gym, no women.
Yeah, finally a gym for men.
Just have
Man
like
gym.
pictures of chicks in bikinis and sports playing all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and porn playing in the locker rooms. Guy
Uh,
stuff.
Now you're turning it into a different thing.
No, it's just play. It's like not to like jerk off to. It's just like
Bet,
in the
bet,
background because like, yeah, we're
bet
guys. We
your
like
gym's gonna have a
tits.
lot of wrestling, isn't it?
Okay, it's not
Maybe put your
porn. We
gym in
just
West Hollywood.
we just have like some like classical art that's also nude art.
You know what?
And we're like,
Just
yeah, tits.
the covers of every Playboy. Nothing inside, nothing nude, just the covers.
The Pink Floyd album cover girls where they're just
Oh
naked sitting
yeah.
by the pool like all those dudes had in college.
Except we're going about this wrong. The kind of gym where it's just dudes going because they just want to get a pump with dudes. It would really be just like pictures of shirtless bodybuilders. It's because those are the dudes that like love watching other fitness dudes and looking at their bodies and getting tips. Like my friend will send that
We could
stuff
just
in all the
have
time,
like
and I'm like,
three
dude,
different TVs playing. Like this one is just a YouTube fitness channel, the other one just a game going on, and then the other one is just
it's
hot
just
chicks.
it's the Ronnie Coleman documentary. It's just Ronnie Coleman and Luke and Arnold Schwarzenegger all over the TVs and walls.
Yeah. So they should definitely make a gym for dudes.
What would we name it? Women's is curves. What would we call the men's one? Pecs
Cox.
definition. What like, I get muscles. Like if the women's gym is curves, like that's a womanly curvy thing. What do you use to describe men's bodies?
I would just call it
What do
man
men
gym.
have? Packages.
Man gym is just like packages sounds like it's like a Hooters restaurant for
Bro
dudes in
gym.
tight shorts. Yeah, man gym, bro gym, guy gym, all those with like, and where do you work at, man gym?
Just
That sounds
name the
sick.
gym, but it's JIM.
JIM. I think
The gym.
that was like the joke about the bar. Like, yeah, just start a bar and call it Jim so you can see you're just going to your friend Jim's house.
Mm,
Babe, I'm not working out again. I'm going to the gym.
the den.
Yeah, man den. Eh.
The wolf den.
I like man gym. Like, ladies
I like
got to be
bro
okay
gym
with
better.
it. Yeah, bro gym's fine. It's like bro gym. All right, tight. We don't need to overthink it. What do we do? We're bros and we go to the gym. Done.
You
You know
just
with
bro out
that.
at the gym, lift some weights, crack some jokes. There you go.
And then like every couple of weeks, there's just a guy with like a really sick car that just works on it in front of the gym. And so like on the way in and out, you can be like, "Oh, what you got under there, huh? Is that a hammy?" And then you just keep like you can talk shop as you're walking in and out. Like you can't stop and help him, but he's just like a guy like he's just changing the oil on like an old Mustang or something. So then some car dude will stop by and talk about it. And then the other guy, then like eventually we're not gonna do pickleball. Pickleball doesn't have a place at Man Gym, but like
Not at all.
just like other like there's one dude one week there's just a guy like on a Saturday. It's just like he's got his tools out there. He's just like making a table.
There's always one dude outside trying to load a dresser into his truck by himself. So on the way in, you can like help him get it up there. As soon
Yeah,
as you get inside, he just takes it back out. But it's like a little pre-workout for you before you get into your workout.
I like that. Yeah, okay, Man Gym, verbal trademark,
Or an old
bro
lady trying
gym,
to load her groceries and you can help her with that.
or like walk across the street too.
It's just right next to a Kroger. That's where we got to do.
And then we could also hire staff members that like make it seem like they're fake muggers. And then like we'll hire Robert to be like an actor, and like Robert act like they act like they rob or they're trying to mug Robert, and then like you can be like, "Hey, stop that!" And then like you can kind of like live out all your dude fantasies. Like I stopped the mugging. Look at me, I'm a hero. And then you then like think of the pump you're gonna get in after that.
That would
And
be a sick pump.
on the way out, you're like, "I think I stopped you from getting mugged." Robert's like, "Yeah, I'm hired. I'm a hired guy."
You got a great pump though, didn't you?
Huh?
Your endorphins were
You're
flowing.
right. You're right. I did. Okay. Thanks for the
Raised your
juice, pal.
testosterone level, raised your workout.
Yeah, it's basically just Globo Gym for dudes.
Yeah. But no chicks.
We know we're better than you, and we know it.
We can keep that logo or that
But just
slogan.
yeah, because
We
we're
put
dudes.
everyone right next to a curves just to be like domineering.
And it's bigger. It's bigger than the curves.
Definitely louder.
Oh, absolutely louder. And like we barbecue sometimes outside out back, just like barbecue with the boys.
If you're not grunting, an alarm goes
No
off. Like
girls
you're
allowed.
not being loud enough for Bro Jim.
Yeah, dude. We're actually curves is next door, bro.
Liver King is the mascot.
Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, this is a great idea. Great idea. Um, next or last question. Last question. This is from Raimundo Benavides at Kmundo B on X, and Raimundo says, "What does the T in T-shirt stand for?" I always kind of wondered this, but I did a little research before the pod. Luckily for you guys and gals, the T stands for triumphant because back in the day when soldiers would come back, they'd turn their fatigues in and they'd give them one of those white undershirts. And that was like the first thing that the soldiers would get. And it was because they went through the triumph of coming back from war. And like that was just easy. Like government issued shirts were like, we already got our fucking camo from you. Here, just have this fucking white shirt. And then they they were triumphant shirts, and then as the time went on, people just realized like, oh hey, it looks like a T if you fold it out, but
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought I'm too close. Yeah, see, it looks like a T right there.
right that like plays also. It's like bro gym and dude gym, but like now we say it's because of the T, but it used to be because you went through the triumph of coming back from war, which is kind of crazy. A little fun fact for everybody right there.
I guess I didn't know my history. I need to read a book.
Yeah, watch a war documentary. I watch documentaries now. I watch them on Netflix, even if it's about moms bullying their kids like weirdos, but whatever. Whatever, dude. All right. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat DN. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03 on X. We are at Passing Pod on all socials. YouTube.com/at Passing Podcast. You just search Passing Podcast on YouTube. If you're listening to us, hit play on the audio version or hit play on the video version. If you're watching us, hit play on the audio version. Help us out. Give us your funny story. It's not that funny in the comments on the YouTube. Share us with a friend. We really appreciate it if you just tell your friends about the podcast. If you're a new listener, let us know. Reach out to us. Go to passgearmerch.com. Stock up on gear. If you are a Cowboys or Eagles fan, I hope you have a miserable Thursday. If you are a Commanders fan, I also hope you have a miserable Sunday. But I appreciate you for hanging out and watching or listening to the podcast. Let's do our our random celebrities. Who are we going with?
I'm gonna take Costanza himself, Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander.
I think since you guys are neighbors now, I'm gonna go with Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, Jason Alexander. I am going to go
Ronnie Coleman.
Terry Bradshaw.
That's a man.
Terry Bradshaw.
His picture's going up in the bro gym too.
Oh, yeah. Just like him just chilling on the sideline balding with the horseshoe. Absolutely. All right. Zac Efron, Jason Alexander, Terry Bradshaw. Pulling it up now. Novak Djokovic, New Order, Jerry Rice, Lucy Liu, Willem Dafoe, Babe Ruth, Mads Mikkelsen, and Mola Mallory.
I was close with George on the Babe Ruth one.
All right, run it back. Jason Alexander, Zac Efron, Terry Bradshaw. Tony Trabert, Mark Wahlberg, Leo Messi, Michael Fassbender, Holly Willoughby, Frank Sedgman, Tom Hardy, and Jack Lemmon. All right, last one. Zac Efron, Jason Alexander, Terry Bradshaw, Suzanne Langland, Bill Tilden, Gustavo Curtin, Keira Knightley, Dakota Fanning, Sean Connery, Bobby Hall, and Honus Wagner.
Damn.
Nope. Nobody got it again. Good guessing though. That was fun. I thought we were there's some athletes there. I thought we were knocking on the doorstep.
Yeah, it seemed like we were close.
I thought, yeah, one of us will get them soon. One of us will get it soon. All right. Love you guys. At PassGreatPod, at Alex J. Milton, at Not Pat Dion, at Robert Barbosa03. Have a great rest of your week. Be good to each other. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Commanders. Who do the Packers play?
Lions.
Fuck the Lions.
Yeah.
Fuck the Rams. And yeah, until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick